Are the new ATC SCM 25A Mark IIs better than the ATC SCM 25A Mark Is? I'm here to talk to you about all the differences that I've noticed. I recently bought myself a pair of ATC SCM 25 Mark IIs and had a few weeks to work closely with two different pairs of ATC SCM Mark Is in two different rooms. Here is my verdict. The ATC SCM Mark IIs are a dramatic upgrade from the Mark Is. And I hate to say it, I really wanted to believe that there wasn't that crazy of an upgrade. I just wanted to get the newer ones because I knew that the tweeters and the older ones were not going to be replaceable. They weren't building them anymore and they'd become obsolete in 5 years. But they are that much better. They're so good. A big reason that they're so much better, and this is why the SCM 45 monitor was so much better than the 25 Mark I monitor at the time. The tweeter now in the 25s is an ATC tweeter. It's no longer a third-party tweeter. The masking in this tweeter is significantly lowered. The harmonic distortion is much more controlled. It's a much more honest, true, flat, and sweeter frequency response than that of its older counterpart, the Mark I. What does this mean for people who are looking to mix and make the upgrade to the 45s? It means that you don't need to. I genuinely don't think you need to. I much rather the ATC SCM 25 Mark II with a sub to the ATC SCM 45 without a sub. That's me. The 45s with a sub is a pretty good combo, but I'm still taking the 25s based on room size. If you got a ginormous room, I can understand the 45s, but there's still something about them where I haven't been able to get this tight, detailed, close, really analytical but musical sound out of them with the placement of them. And I've heard two different pairs of 45s as well, very closely. So I'm a huge fan of these ATC SCM 25A Mark IIs. I had a good enough amount of time to demo them. Thankfully, Long & McQuaid was very generous in allowing me to try these monitors for a good period of time before deciding to commit to them. And if you're curious, the monitors that I moved away from was actually the Neumann KH310s. And I'm going to talk about that comparison in another video. But all in all, these monitors are fantastic. If you're curious about whether they don't have enough bass or not, they absolutely have enough bass. A lot of people are just used to hearing harmonic distortion, to hearing a lot of muddy and muddled, untrue bass frequency in your speakers. If you're used to that and you're not used to high quality monitors and true monitors, or you're not used to working on mixes with a lot of bass, or maybe working on mixes in environments that are untreated, I don't know, it could be any number of things, you might not be ready for this kind of monitor. Or if your room's too big too, that could be a factor. I don't have a sub currently with my 25s, and my low end is really solid. I do use these Manny headphones to reference them and make sure that everything's come out good, but they always do. My 808s are smacking. Everything sounds good. So I highly recommend these monitors. If you're curious about tech specs or anything like that, definitely look into them on Google. I don't really care too much about the tech specs. I just know that they sound amazing, and I have enough power to use them. There is one thing to be careful about. The SCM 25 Mark IIs, just like with the 45s and some of the other lines of ATCs, they have an RF issue. If you're in a place like me where your studio is downtown in some big metropolis where there's a lot of radio towers, there is a chance that your monitor will be picking up a very annoying amount of RF frequency noise in it. And you can get ferrite beads to compensate for this that are tuned specifically to the radio frequencies you're hearing, but it's a headache. So just be aware that if your studio is positioned in a certain way, your desk is in a certain place, and you have everything set up just how you like, you might have to switch it out. You might not be able to keep it where it is. You might have to switch rooms if you're in a really busy area. If you're not, then you're good to go. They're perfect. Highly recommend. Beautiful monitors. Buy them. They're a fantastic investment. And that is everything I have to say about these 25s. If you liked all the information today and you found it helpful to you, please do like, comment, and subscribe to this video. I hope it helped, and I will see you guys soon. Ciao.